Welcome to week 4 of Football Chaos. Now let's start this episode by looking back at my week 3 picks, which didn't go as well as I hoped. I went 9-7 to bring my total record up to 31-17. The few games I did get wrong were I had the Texans beating the Ravens. The Giants looked awful. I had them beating the Panthers. Don't think I'll pick the Giants for a while. The Chargers lose to the Titans. That was a tough game. Then the ugly game of the Packers versus the Bengals. I had the Packers winning that game. The Falcons lose to Miami. The Falcons are beat up. It's not good. The Bills lose to the Jets. That was a tough game. 2 rookie quarterbacks. It was actually pretty fun to watch. And then the Colts blew away the 49ers. Did not see that coming. And that brings me right into my 3 wows for the week. I'll stick right with that. Colts destroying the 49ers was my first wow of the week. I was impressed by the Colts. Alright, next one, the Giants. The Giants look awful. How are they even a football team? I don't know. It's the Giants. I'm speechless. I did not think that they would be this bad. But Eli has let me down before in fantasy. I stayed away from him, and I'm glad I did this year. Wow, Giants. And my last one, the Vikings lost to the Browns. The Browns got rid of their starting quarterback, their starting running back, 2 first-round picks, playing third stringers, and they still managed to beat the Vikings. Come on, Vikings. Wow. Alright, now let's jump into week 4. It's going to be a good week. I am feeling pretty comfortable with most of my picks. Seems pretty easy, but I've been proven wrong before. Let's start with the Thursday night game. That's tonight. I have 49ers beating the Rams. I think the Niners are going to come back angry after last week's loss and prove that they still are a championship team. Hopefully Kaepernick can figure out a couple of his kinks and get back on pace like he did against the Green Bay Packers. Let's move to Sunday. I have the Ravens beating the Bills. The Bills struggled. The Ravens looked decent. Look out. I got the Ravens beating the Bills in this game. Cardinals versus the Buccaneers. This is a tough call. The Bucs got a new quarterback. The Cardinals don't do a very good job on defense against quarterbacks, so I think this plays in their favor, having a rookie out there. So in this case, I do have the Cardinals beating the Buccaneers. It's going to be kind of an ugly game, and I'm chopping it up to my toilet bowl this week. It's going to be ugly, but it could be entertaining at the same time, but they are not good teams. Next, I got the Steelers and the Vikings. After last week, I can't pick the Vikings to win against the Steelers. They can't even beat the Browns. So I got the Steelers winning this game. Then the Chiefs versus the Giants. Like I said, I can't pick the Giants, and the Chiefs look good. I'm going with the Chiefs. Colts versus Jacksonville, another no-brainer. Colts look good. Jacksonville looks like the Giants. They are not very good at all. But they do get their quarterback and Blaine Gabbert back this week. Hopefully that helps. Next, Seahawks versus the Texans. This is probably my toughest game, probably the game to watch. Texans have talent. Seahawks are awesome. They're a tough team to beat. I do have the Seahawks winning this game, but I think it has a potential to be really, really close. Next, I have the Bengals over the Browns. The Bengals, hopefully they clean up what they had with last week against the Packers. They're still the favorite in this game, and I have them winning as well. Next, the Bears versus the Lions. I almost want to lean to the Lions. The Bears scraped by a couple wins. Last week they looked really good, however, so I am going with the Bears to beat the Lions in Detroit. Alright, Titans and the Jets. I got the Titans. Yeah, the Jets are 2-1, but I don't think they're that good, and the Titans have been pretty impressive. Didn't have any hope for them really this year, and they've proved me and a lot of other people wrong. So I have Titans over the Jets. Raiders and Redskins. I'm actually picking the Raiders in this. Not that I don't have faith in RG3 and the Redskins. I just think the Raiders are much improved. Terrell Pryor's looking pretty decent. And when you got Darren McFadden throw touchdown passes, what can you ask for more? So I do have the Raiders winning this against the Redskins. Probably my upset pick of the week. Next, I have the Broncos and the Eagles. Peyton Manning's going to have another heyday. If he keeps playing teams with terrible defenses like this, he will have no problem getting 50 touchdowns this year. Next, Cowboys versus the Chargers. Another tough game. I think it's going to be entertaining. High-flying offenses. Not that great of defenses. But I do have the Cowboys squeaking out this one over the Chargers. Falcons, Patriots, I struggled with this one too. The obvious choice, I think, is the Patriots. However, I have the Falcons coming back. I know they're hurt. I know they're beat up. But some way, I think the Falcons find a way to win this game. They almost have to. And that's our Sunday night game. Let's move to the Monday night game. Saints versus the Dolphins. 2-3-0 teams. However, I think one is way better than the other, and that's the Saints. Why? Because they can put up the points. The Dolphins have a great defense. The Saints have a great offense. Should be a fun game to watch, but I do think the Saints just managed to score more points than what the Dolphins offense can produce. And those are my picks this week. Looking forward to it. Should be an exciting week of football. There are a couple big games. You have the Panthers and the Packers on bye this week, so big fantasy quarterbacks are taking a break this week. It's rough for those teams if they didn't have a very good backup. Hopefully they did. So good luck to that. See you guys next week in my next episode, and I'm hoping to see my picks be a little better next week. Alright, you guys have a good day. Enjoy your football.